The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Lance. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
And as we all remember, 2020, not the greatest of years for the Eagles as a whole, but you certainly can't pin it on their pass rush. They were absolutely terrific throughout the season. 49 sacks as a unit, the 3rd highest total in the NFL, much of it generated by their front four.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing now is Lance. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. He's down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, San Francisco. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Sermon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Milton Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a carry for Sanders. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Lance looking to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now a play fake. Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now again for the big fullback, Juszczyk. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On play action, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. A final shot before half for Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. This to the outside. It's Sermon.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Play action. Now it's Lance. Now he'll escape to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2nd down and goal. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Rob Gronkowski. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off of play action, here's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Niners 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And quickly finding Reagor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Running right, here's Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action with Hurts. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll run with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Hauled in over the middle by Reagor. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be an important drive.
I would say...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Samson Ebukam in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On first down, Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Sermon now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Hurts. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Going for it with Sanders. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now a play fake. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Lance. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
Room here to run. There's the stiff arm.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Lance.
Touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Niners are on their way to a 2-0 start. Don't put a ton of stock into power ranking here. And 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you. And I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Completes it to Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And bulldozing his way through. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff. Sermon. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On first down, it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Herbert And complete right side to Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical. And it's 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Here's Ty Long now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, some strong running. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they come into play here 2-6 on the year. And I guess if you're them, you have to have the mindset of, hey, if we go 7-1, 8-0 down the stretch, we can still get into the playoffs. But CD, to be frank, I don't know that they've shown that they're capable of that this season.
Well, I certainly hope they have that mindset and that they're trying to play to that. But in my mind, from what I've seen, they've got no shot at doing that. This is going to be a tough second half. They've had so many injuries. They've had tough losses along the way. I think you've got guys playing for jobs for next year, and they're playing for positioning in the upcoming draft.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Now Cook. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's Cousins on the sneak. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Herbert now. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Cousins. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Steps away to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give. This is Cook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He'll boot it away from about his 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
The Vikings 1st down.
Handoff comes to Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 44, Cousins. Finding Herndon here, the completion. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Cook. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Cousins now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal. 23-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. But and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They run the counter. Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert. And complete, right side to Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the Chargers' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rosas' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Herbert. Staying on his feet. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long, see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it.